Hey there everybody, welcome to Tucktuk's Trinkets and Terrain. My name is David and this is another unboxing video for the August 2021 Dungeon Crate. If you're unfamiliar, Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription service that is tailored for tabletop role players, mostly Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. I do know from social media that this crate has a dwarven theme, so let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so on top as always is the insert, which is gonna have all of the information about everything in the crate. And on the back side, per usual, is the sort of grid dungeon tile sort of thing. So we'll refer to that as we go on. Looks like our miniature for this is a dwarf. Pretty cool looking sculpt. Let's open that up and give it a closer look. It's got a little hood on. It's actually a pretty awesome little mini. I find that dwarves are relatively common in terms of minis go, but non-human sort of player characters, I would call them, are definitely not as common. So this is a welcome addition to my collection. Let's see what our next item is. A very shiny gold bag with something inside. Another bag from Norse Foundry. It's on both sides, and it looks like a second mini, but on a sprue this time. So you can see here, you got a bunch of different arm options, which is pretty cool. Base, there's some pretty, I would call that minor flashing. It just comes right off on that side, but he's pretty cool. What does our insert say about this? Yeah, so it's Grommer, the Norse Foundry Dwarf Mini, from the Adventures and Adversaries line. I'm not too familiar with Norse Foundry stuff, but it's a pretty cool mini. Looks like all of the different arm options are all pretty detailed and interesting looking, so that's pretty cool. Not a super big fan of sprue minis personally, but this one doesn't seem too complicated. It's literally just arms. So yeah, I'll put that together and see what that looks like. But our bag also had something else in here. Oh, nice, a metal D6. So that's pretty cool. I have a few metal dice. I have one very similar to this, but it's not shiny. It's more of a matte metal. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't say on our insert that this is included, so I wonder if that's sort of just a bonus item from Norse Foundry, but that's pretty cool. Metal dice is, you know, they're always a little pricier for obvious reasons, but that's pretty cool. And then the bag is actually very nice quality as well. It's double lined, you know, cinch shut with the logo on there, so that's pretty nice. What else? Looks like we got a set of coins from Campaign Coins. Let's get these out. These feel metal, sound metal. And they definitely have that dwarven aesthetic with the very geometric designs on it. It's only the 3, but they're different sizes. You can see they're about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch compared to the grid there, but those are cool. I like to use these as like props and stuff in my Dungeons & Dragons games. Very similar designs on all 3, but they are all different, which is cool. Just anything else in particular on our insert here? That pretty much covered all of those. Yeah, those are cool. Some metal coins. They don't, you know, I can't bend these. Nice and sturdy. And then just a little ad for the company that provided them. Set that aside. What's next? Whole set of barrels, it looks like. Take these out. So these are wood, it feels like. Looks like a single carved piece. Set of 3, so you can paint these up pretty easily. Use them as little props or sort of scatter terrain for your games. I feel like I've seen these at maybe like hobby stores. So they're not unique by any means, I think, but you know, these are cool. Obviously it still is going with that dwarven theme, sort of like wooden keg set. So it's pretty cool, and then it just comes with a little initiative card. Usually they back all their bag stuff with this sort of thing. Next up, we got another little maybe scatter piece, a little chest it looks like. This is plastic, so you can see it's a little lower quality than maybe like the kegs were, but there is something inside as well. Oh, just some little gems. It's kind of cute. So this is maybe a little bit big in scale. So put the dwarf guy next to him for like some scatter terrain or something. But you know, in a pinch, this could be maybe like a giant's chest, something like that. Yeah, it's just a cheap little toy. It's kind of cute. Again, I don't see that listed on here. Oh, it is actually. I see it now. Yeah, just a gem set and treasure chest. Nothing about the company or anything, but I really like these little gems actually for like puzzles and stuff. These are really useful as sort of a something that your players can actually you know, touch and move around and solve whatever it is they're trying to solve with. So that's kind of nice. I actually don't have those specific colors, so that'll be a little useful addition to my my stuff that I got from my game. Let's see what else. Looks like a set of bookmarks. Yep, set of bookmarks. I actually recognize these two on the left here as previous ones that they have given in previous crates, but bookmarks are always super useful, at least for me personally. I always tend to lose my place in books and stuff, but on the back side are more sort of accessories. Looks like they're all bridges for their dungeon tile sort of system. So, you know, on the back of the insert, sort of match these up, make a, you know, little bridge to whatever else over here. Yeah, so those are cool. Nothing too much to say about those, but yeah, I like bookmarks. They're always helpful. Looks like we got a sticker, Dungeon Crate sticker. Feels relatively high quality, doesn't feel cheap or like you could just rip it. So, you know, that's nice. Yeah, just a sticker. Not really much to say about that one. Let's see, what else is it down? Looks like the rest of it is more of the sort of paperwork stuff. So set those to the sides. Looks like we got 3 random rooms. They do these fairly often. You know, some things to throw in a dungeon or an adventure that you got. Sort of ease off the creative process. I always find these helpful. So you got, you know, the room, a little description, and then on the back side, what happens, and then what you can find in it. Looks like this is a dark dwarf or underground dwarf, a duergar, however you say that. This one, mine. So another dwarf inspired one. And then the last one here is an anvil. Again, more dwarf inspired stuff. So they're really hitting hard on the theme this time, which I do appreciate. I really like the heavily themed ones. I think I mentioned in my last unboxing video. So all three of these are Dwarf inspired, which is pretty cool. Next up, a couple of their, I always call them just magic item cards. So you got the really nice art on one side, and then on the opposite side, the description of whatever the item is. So you got a shield and a ring, which is pretty cool. There's even some lore based on Halcyon, which is, I'm pretty sure it's Dungeon Crate's sort of their world. So you can work these in if you happen to use their world and their sort of campaign setting. These are always cool. They usually have to do with the adventure that is in the bottom here. This looks like this one is the adventure, Lost Book of Fireforge, and I believe this one was called the Fireforge Ring. Yep. So yeah, so these magic items pertain to their adventure, which is always super cool. It's very exciting to hand these things out to players as they, find whatever the item is. Again, more dwarf inspired stuff, which is pretty nice. Normally there's 2 adventures, but it looks like this time we have a History of Halcyon sort of info card about dwarves. So lots of text, lots of lore and stuff about the dwarves of, again, Halcyon, their sort of campaign setting that I'm pretty sure is a Dungeon Crate thing. They've done these History of cards a few times, maybe 5 or 6 if I remember right. Always got some cool stuff to include if you are looking for inspiration. And then there's actually one more thing in here, a really awesome print of a dwarf. So here's the artist info on the back. If you want to check them out at Dungeon Doodles, but that's pretty cool. They've done these a few times as well. I've actually got a spot over on my gaming wall for this art stuff. This is pretty cool. And then looks like last thing in here is just an ad, which I'm not going to show you, but yeah. And then as always, Dungeon Crate box has the coins on the side. You can save those up and turn them in on their website for extra free stuff. But let's turn the camera around and do final thoughts. All right, so that was the August 2021 Dwarf themed crate. Overall, I think this was a very strong crate. Very, very heavy on the theme, which was really cool to see. The mini, or the I guess standard mini, was super cool. Dwarf guy, and then we even got a bonus one from the Norse Foundry sprue mini here. So 2 minis, double what we normally get, which is cool. And then everything is pretty high quality. The only thing I would say is the little chest, but even that is a nice, quick and easy sort of scatter train that you can use for your games. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this. Lots of info stuff. Only 1 adventure, but we got the 3 bonus rooms and then the history of sort of lore card that is always useful. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this one. Don't know if this necessarily makes up for the last crate, but this is definitely a very strong crate. I'm excited to see if they continue with this sort of heavy theming down the road. If you're interested in more unboxing videos, make sure you subscribe and click the little notification bell for more videos. I also do Dungeons & Dragons crafting videos every other Friday if you're interested in checking those out. And let me know in the comments what you think about this crate. I definitely am happy with it, but I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts as well. More than anything, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time.